team as a whole, I think we're making steady progress. And you know, at my position specifically, the running backs, you know, we fortunately last year we had an opportunity to play 4 guys, and 3 of them are returning with a lot of experience. You know, minus Jordan at the running back position. And, you know, we're going to miss Jordan's leadership, we're going to miss Jordan's production, we're going to miss Jordan's energy. And that role, that void needs to be filled, and hopefully some of these younger guys will step up. You know, like LaShawn, it's hard to believe LaShawn's going to be a senior this year. You know, he played as a true freshman, hasn't really had a full season under his belt in terms of staying healthy. So, you know, my goal, our goal is to keep him healthy and see what a healthy LaShawn Daniels can do throughout a 12, 13-game season. And then Akram's progress has really developed. You know, it's a day-by-day thing with him, but he's showing signs of a lot of maturity, specifically with his body weight, and he's been consistent with that. And, you know, things off the field, academically, he's just maturing, he's growing up, and he understands that he needs to really have a huge role on our football team next year. You know, his impact, the things that he can do on the football field can't be coached. And he realizes that, and I think he understands that this team needs him, and he's really growing up. As I think you know, Derek Mitchell will not be in spring football, but we expect him to be ready to be in the summer program come June, and preseason camp we expect Derek to be back. So those are the 3 guys that had a lot of experience with us. You know, we got 2 younger guys right now. We're just trying to figure stuff out right now. Marcel Jolly is a redshirt sophomore who's really had a good spring, and the past couple days he's really shown some flashes of his athletic ability. And Eric Graham is a true freshman who's, you know, he's just trying to figure stuff out. He's a talented kid that, you know, he just needs a lot of reps, and I think that the more reps he gets, and he's had a lot of reps this spring, so that's been good for him. As far as the fullback position goes, we lose 2 really good football players, and you know, Macon Pleather and Adam Cox, to me, were the heartbeat of our offense, what they brought to the table in terms of their physicalness, and you know, just their energy, their approach, and all that. And you know, so we have some question marks there, but I really feel good about the candidates that we have. You know, this program's been built on walk-ons, and you know, Adam and Macon were great examples of that, earning scholarships and really being great football players for us. And I expect at least 1 or 2 of those guys to emerge come preseason camp, whether it's Drake Kulik right now, who's played a few snaps on special teams for us in a couple plays last year at fullback. We have Austin Kelly, who's a walk-on from Illinois, who is a really strong physical kid. And then we moved Brady Ross over from linebacker, and this kid's a football player. So we're excited to see his growth and development throughout spring and into preseason camp. And so that's kind of where we're at with that. As far as the specialists go, you know, big concern. Obviously, Marshall and Dylan Kidd graduating, don't have any experience right now in our program kicking the ball. You know, Miguel had a couple kicks last year. Mick Ellis, we redshirted, and you know, he kicked a few as his freshman year. So the field goal part of it is a work in progress. That's going to be ongoing throughout preseason camp. So you know, that's you know, we have a new holder. You know, things that the common people don't really understand, the snap, the hold. You know, all those things need to be, you know, really grooved up, and we're getting there. But you know, it's going to be a process, and as well as the punting situation. You know, right now we got Colton Rastetter right now, and a walk-on by the name of Ben Canby, who has been taking the reps right now. So, you know, that's the major focus right now in the spring is those 2 things. And then lastly, I'm just glad that Desmond's back. You know, Desmond as a returner, I don't think has scratched the surface about how good he can be. You know, I think at the end of the year, specifically in punts, you know, the one punt he ripped off in the Stanford game was a great run. And he's going to get more confident doing that. You know, early in the season, he made some, you know, some judgment errors, just fielding the ball. And I think you'll see more explosion out of Desmond there. We continue we'll use him, as well as some of the young kids like Jeremy Smith, Josh Jackson, Adrian Falconer. So that's kind of where my position's at. Just feel good about where the team is right now. We're not looking back. We're trying to build. I think the chemistry is starting to develop, and the kids are just they're hungry, and we're going to make sure that they stay hungry and humble, and we're going to just keep grinding away. I can't believe we're 10 practices already in, and spring games next Saturday.